Hello traders, you're welcome to this video and you're welcome back to the Forex Geek channel. In this video, we are going to be looking at a popular concept in the world of trading, and that is supply and demand. Now, specifically, we are looking at one of the best supply and demand indicators out there. Okay, so whether you are a beginner or a seasoned trader, understanding supply and demand zones can completely change the way you approach the markets. All right, so stick around as we explore one of the best supply and demand indicators in the market. Right now, first things first, why are supply and demand zones so important in forex trading? Simply put, these zones show us where the balance of buying and selling forces shifts in the market. When we see a supply zone, we are seeing areas where sellers have taken control. For example, we have a supply zone here. That is the reason why we were having sellers taking control on multiple occasions. We can see sellers pushing the price down here, pushing the price down here, pushing the price down here as well. Okay. On the flip side, a demand zone signals where buyers are stepping in, creating support and causing prices to rise. So we have a demand zone around here as well. So why use an indicator for this? While some traders manually draw supply and demand zones, an indicator can save you time and provide more accurate and consistent results. Now, the supply and demand indicators available will automatically plot these zones on your chart, highlight potential areas of interest, and adjust as market conditions change. Now, without further ado, the indicator we are going to be looking at in this video is the support resistance indicator. All right. Now, it's a custom indicator, meaning you will have to download it from a reputable source online. You can try downloading it from the MQL5 marketplace if it is available there. If not, then you'll have to look for any other reputable source online in order to get this indicator. So I'm just going to be loading it on the charts right away. And here we go. You can see how the indicator automatically identified supply and demand zones for us on the chart, right? This zone that I do manually, the indicator automatically identified it. So it can make your trading even more efficient. It can make your trading even easier because you won't have to do some things manually anymore. All right. Now, this indicator shows you zones of supply and zones of demand. As we can see, this zone was identified by the indicator as a supply zone, as the sellers were successfully pushing the price of gold down on several occasions. Now, on the other hand, this zone was identified by the indicator as a demand zone, as we can see how buyers were taking charge on several occasions. All right. Now, going backward, we can see that we also had another supply zone here. We had a demand zone here, and you can see how prices were being rejected around those zones. You can see another supply zone, another demand zone, right? So this indicator can be applied on any time frame. So whether you are a scalper or a day trader or a swing trader or even a position trader, you can be able to use this indicator to find supply and demand zones very easily. Okay, then you can decide whether to follow the signals given by the indicator or not, right? So if you are to follow the signals given by the indicator, then when you have a supply zone identified, it means you have to be looking out for sell trades, right? Sell opportunities, right? So after we found this zone, ideally we should enter a sell, and then your stop loss has to be above the zone. All right, your stop loss have to be above the zone. Now, in the case of a buy, when a demand zone has been identified, your stop loss should be below the zone. Okay, but I will recommend that you enter trades in the direction of the trend. Okay, if you are a scalper and you want to trade both in the direction of the trend and against the trend, then you should try to exit your counter trend trades on time. Okay, because if the trend is strong, you might get stopped out. Okay, so we can see that this was a strong bullish trend, and had it been we had entered a buy trade after this demand zone was identified, then we should have entered perhaps around here, and then our stop loss could have been set just below the demand zone. And then a good place to set your take profit can be at the supply zone. Okay, the supply zone is a good place to set your take profit. However, if you want to ride the trend, perhaps if you observe that the trend is a very strong one, maybe you observe that the bullish momentum is quite strong. How can you do that? You can use indicators like the MACD or any other momentum indicator of your choice to identify the strength or the momentum of a trend, right? So we can see here that the MACD was showing that the momentum was strong. It was indicated by these long histogram bars. So in this situation now, knowing that the momentum in this bullish trend is quite strong, and you can see how the zero line was pushed down because of the strength of the trend. The zero line was pushed down. Okay, so in such situation, you can just decide to use an indicator such as the moving average to determine your exit signal. Because if you are to exit at the nearest supply zone, then you might leave a lot of money on the table. Had it been we had exited around here, it means we would have missed out on these moves, right? And even up to now, this asset is still in a bullish trend. Okay, so if you want to use moving average as your exit signal, then you wait for the price to drop below the moving average before you exit your trade. Okay, so basically that is it. Now this is one of the best supply and demand indicators that I will recommend. There are others out there, and you can do your own research and use any indicator that you are comfortable with. Okay, because different traders have different preferences, right? So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you found this video insightful. Please make sure to hit the like button. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. We are always diving into new strategies, tools, and tips for Forex trading. So stay tuned for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.